There's a silent line inside every person, a line between who you truly are and who the world quietly pressures you to become. Most people cross it without ever realizing. They shrink in small moments, they laugh off disrespect, they soften their truth just enough to be accepted. Over time, they trade self-respect for approval, and one day wake up living for everyone else's comfort instead of their own dignity. The Stoics recognized this trap long before it had a name. Marcus Aurelius said it plainly: "We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Each time you lower your standards, swallow your words, or pretend to be smaller than you are, you send a signal. You teach the world how to treat you, and the world responds accordingly, for better or worse. This is not about arrogance or pretending to be tough. The Stoic path is about rooting yourself so deeply in self-respect that no one can pull you down without your consent. It's about living by an inner code and placing dignity above attention, approval, money, or belonging. If something costs you your self-respect, it is already too expensive, no matter what it promises in return. Picture a version of yourself who stands steady, no begging, no boasting, someone who speaks honestly when it matters, stays silent when silence carries strength, and walks away the moment respect disappears. That version of you isn't a fantasy or a personality trait. It's a skill, built choice by choice, moment by moment. In this video, you'll learn 5 Stoic lessons designed to help you never lower yourself again. You'll discover how to stand your ground calmly, value your own voice, and command quiet respect without explaining, proving, or shrinking for anyone. This isn't about winning arguments or impressing others. It's about protecting the most important relationship you will ever have, the one with yourself. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy Daily, where your story matters. Share your turning point or your hardest lesson below. Every comment is a gift. We read with care, respond with intention, and treat your voice as part of our circle of strength. If you're ready to claim your worth, type it in the comments. I am claiming my worth today. 1. Stop explaining yourself to everyone. The fastest way to shrink your value is still the same: justifying every move you make. Most people don't notice it happening. Every extra explanation, every attempt to secure approval quietly hands over your authority, one piece at a time, until your decisions no longer feel like your own. The Stoics understood this clearly. Your actions, not your justifications, should speak for you. Epictetus put it bluntly: if you wish to be a writer, write. He didn't say, explain yourself until everyone understands. He pointed to action as the proof, not permission. Why is over-explaining so corrosive? Because it trains your mind to ask for approval for an identity you already possess. It becomes a silent contract you sign without noticing. Every long explanation tells your nervous system, my judgment alone isn't enough unless someone else agrees. That belief weakens you from the inside out. It rarely starts big. One conversation, one awkward moment, you soften. Then it becomes a reflex. You explain, you justify, you dilute your truth to keep others comfortable. What began as politeness slowly turns into self-doubt, rehearsed in public instead of conviction, practiced in private. And here's the hard truth: the people demanding explanations are often not invested in your path. Many wouldn't stand beside you if things went wrong. While you chase their understanding, your own inner authority quietly erodes. Not everyone will agree with you, and they don't need to. Seneca said it simply: associate with people who are likely to improve you. He never said everyone must understand you. You don't need universal approval. You need clarity and self-respect. The world rarely respects those who beg for validation. It listens to those who move with quiet certainty. People who state what matters, act on their values, and let judgment bounce off instead of sinking in. When you stop defending every decision, your energy returns to you. You move without dragging an invisible jury behind you. Over time, what once felt risky, acting without explanation, becomes your new baseline for dignity and calm confidence. Try this. For 1 week, notice every urge to justify yourself. At work, with friends, online. When it appears, pause and ask, does this person's understanding actually change my direction? Most of the time, it won't. Let your actions speak instead. If challenged, respond, this is what I believe is right. At the end of the week, reflect. Did your mind feel lighter? Did people treat you differently? What shifted when you trusted your own conviction first? At Stoic Daily, we believe your worth needs no defense. Comment below, I no longer explain my worth. Claim your place without apology. 2. Never compete for someone's attention. The quickest way to undervalue yourself is still the same. Chasing people who barely notice you. In friendships, love, or work, the moment you start hustling for a place in someone else's life, you quietly give them the authority to define your worth. And once that power shifts, it's rarely given back. Marcus Aurelius warned, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. When your mind is constantly asking, hey, how do I get them to notice me? You begin to soak in desperation without realizing it, and desperation never elevates value. It only erodes it slowly from the inside out. This is the uncomfortable truth. Competing for attention suggests that approval matters more than self-respect. Once that message is sent, people believe it. Even if you win their attention for a moment, it rarely lasts. Because what they're responding to isn't who you are, but how hard you're trying. The moment you stop performing, the connection weakens, and the chase quietly starts again. Over time, this cycle does more than exhaust you. It conditions your mind to measure worth by attention received, not by character lived. Your mood rises and falls with replies, reactions, and validation. You stop standing in your own center and start orbiting other people's interests. The Stoics saw through this trap. They didn't teach you to compete better. They taught you to step out of the race entirely. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Let others misunderstand you while you quietly build substance. Let your value deepen without needing an audience. Respect is never earned by begging for attention. It's built by refusing to shrink yourself, to keep someone interested. The moment you stop chasing, something shifts. Your energy returns. Your posture changes. You become harder to ignore, not because you demand notice, but because you no longer need it. Try this. For 1 week, notice every urge to win someone over. The extra joke, the unnecessary favor, the impulse to try harder. Pause and ask, do I even want attention from someone who doesn't value me without effort? Redirect that energy into your standards, your work, your growth. Feel how anxiety softens when you stop performing. Ask yourself, who am I when I no longer need to be chosen? How does my presence change when I let others pass instead of chasing them? The right people will recognize your strength without you needing to run toward the spotlight. At Stoic Daily, we believe real importance is never for sale. Comment below, I claim my worth, I don't compete for it. Step off the wheel. 3. Learn to walk away without warning. Most people believe that strength is demonstrated by winning arguments, resolving problems, or proving one's worth. But real power is quieter than that. It's the ability to walk away, without warning, without drama, and without needing to explain yourself to anyone. The Stoics understood that staying too long in jobs, relationships, or circles that slowly diminish you is not a sign of loyalty. It is self-betrayal. The longer you remain where you are not respected, the more you train yourself to accept less than you deserve. When you hang on hoping someone will finally value you, or when you fear being seen as the one who gave up, you hand your future to people or patterns that drain you. Seneca wrote, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you. The process is mutual, for men learn while they teach." If a connection does not elevate you, it is not meant to be endured out of habit or fear. There is also danger in announcing your exit. When you warn before you leave, you give others one last chance to manipulate the story. Sudden apologies, temporary effort. Emotional pressure is designed to pull you back into a cycle that never truly served you in the first place. Each explanation you offer costs you control over your own narrative. True dignity is leaving in silence and not arguing, not defending and not trying to be understood by people who have already chosen not to understand you. Walking away quietly is not coldness. It is clarity. It is the calm statement, "I know my value." When you leave without speeches, you remove the oxygen that keeps drama alive. That silence does the work words never could. Only then do you see who truly values you. The ones who reach out with sincerity, not the ones who panic at the thought of losing control over you. The benefit is not just external. Internally, silence resets your nervous system. Chaos gives way to calm. Energy once wasted on explaining and replaying arguments comes back to you. You stop negotiating your worth and relearn that peace is something you choose, not something you ask for permission to have. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." You do not rise by matching disrespect with noise. You rise by removing yourself entirely. Try this. This week, if you find yourself somewhere you are not valued, at work, in a relationship, or in a group, practice the silent exit. No speeches, no announcements, no social media explanations. Step back. Notice how your sense of worth shifts when you stop defending your decision. How does your mind feel when you no longer argue for your value and walk toward peace? Ask yourself, who would I become if I chose calm over justification? At Stoic Daily, we believe silence can be your greatest strength. Comment below, "My silence is my strength," if you are ready to move only where you are respected. 4. Protect your time like it's gold. Most people think lowering yourself only happens in words or relationships, but it also occurs quietly. Every time you let your time slip away on things that don't truly matter. No confrontation, no drama, just slow erosion. Every hour you give away carelessly sends a signal. It tells the world your life is negotiable. The Stoics saw this as a tragic mistake because time, not money, is your most precious resource. Money can return. Time never does. Seneca said it clearly. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Every minute spent on what drains you, obligations accepted out of guilt, fear, or habit, is a piece of your life you will never recover. When you treat your time as endless, you train others to do the same. Calls come at any hour. Requests arrive without warning. People assume you will always be available, always flexible, always accommodating, not because they are cruel, but because you made your presence too cheap. Protecting your time is not selfish. It is self-respect in action. Saying yes to everything is quietly saying no to your growth, your peace, and your purpose. Stoicism teaches that your time is one of the few things fully under your control. How you spend it becomes a direct reflection of how much you value yourself. Picture your time like a garden. Each day you're given limited water and sunlight. If you pour it all into weeds, the flowers that matter never get a chance to grow. Most people don't even notice the weeds. Endless scrolling, gossip, favors that cost their future. But every careless yes feeds them, while what truly matters starves. The Stoics saw living without intention as allowing distractions to multiply while your best seeds wither. Boundaries are the real test of self-respect. Saying no is a skill, one that doesn't require a long explanation or apology. Schedule time for yourself the way you would for someone important. Because you are, remove what wastes you. Endless scrolling, pointless arguments, obligations that drain more than they give. Each minute adds up to a life lived with meaning or one lost to noise. Here's what changes when you guard your time. People notice, and slowly they begin to respect it too. Not because you demanded it, but because you enforced it quietly. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." In your own life, that means this: use your time well. Choose what strengthens you and aligns with who you are becoming. Before you commit, pause and ask, if this were my last week, would I still give my time to this? If the answer is no, don't say yes. Protect your time as if it were gold. It is the only currency you will never earn back. At Stoic Daily, we believe your time is priceless. Comment below. My time is priceless. I spend it with purpose. If you're ready to guard your days, start now. 5. Speak less, mean more. One of the quickest ways people dilute their presence is by trying to fill every silence with words. It feels safer to talk, to explain, to keep the noise going. But real value has never come from volume. It comes from intention, from knowing when a word adds weight and when silence does the work better. The Stoics understood this deeply. Restraint in speech is not weakness. It is control. It is power held in reserve. Zeno of Citium taught that speech should serve truth and purpose, not ego or impulse. And Epictetus reminded us, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. When you speak just to be heard, you scatter your energy. Your message loses weight. Your words become easier to misjudge, misquote, or misuse. The more you explain, the more space you give others to define you for you. The truth is simple. Those who speak with precision quietly command the most respect. When your words are rare, they are noticed. When they are thoughtful, they linger. And when you can sit comfortably in silence, without rushing to fill it, your presence becomes louder than any performance ever could. This is not about being cold, distant, or manipulative. It is about discipline, the discipline to pause, to let emotions settle before speech escapes, to choose meaning over reaction. When emotion rises, when the urge to explain or defend appears, stop and ask yourself 2 questions. Will this add value, and is this true? Marcus Aurelius set the filter clearly. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Let that line guide your mouth as much as your actions. Try this. For the next few days, practice intentional silence. In meetings, let others speak first. In conversations, trade filler words for real listening. When you feel the impulse to jump in, pause instead. Notice how your nervous system calms when you stop rushing to be seen. Pay attention to what changes, how your words carry more weight when they finally land, how people lean in when you speak less. Ask yourself, am I speaking to be useful or just to be noticed? Let silence become your new standard of self-respect. You'll see it happen. Your boundaries become clearer. Your presence is steadier, and your words, when you choose them, carry the weight of someone who knows their value. At Stoic Daily, we believe silence is a signal of strength. not weakness. Comment below. My silence holds power. My words carry weight if you're ready to speak less and mean more. Your worth is built in the quiet moments. The little compromises, the silent nods, the moments you went the extra mile for someone who wouldn't lift a finger for you. These are the small, almost invisible choices that slowly wear down your sense of worth. Not all at once, piece by piece, so pause and look inward. Ask yourself honestly, are you living as someone who knows their worth or as someone who has slowly learned to forget it? The Stoics were clear on this. Importance is never about titles, applause, or being seen. It's about holding your standards when no one is watching, when there is no reward, when there is no audience. That is where character is either strengthened or compromised. True respect always begins from within. Your worth is not a debate. It is not something to negotiate, explain, or earn from others. It is a quiet line you choose not to cross, even when crossing it would make life easier in the short term. Every lesson you've just walked through is a call to action. If you want to be treated as important, you must first decide that you are important and then live in a way that reflects that decision, consistently, quietly, without seeking permission. Let your dignity become the standard that teaches the world how to treat you. Remember Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. The world may not always recognize your value, but the choice to hold your ground, to never lower yourself again, belongs to you alone. And when you honor that choice, the world slowly begins to adjust. If you've made it this far, remember this. Your worth is not something anyone can give you or take from you. It is yours to claim, yours to protect, and yours to prove in every quiet decision you make when no one is watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic tools, and leave a comment below. I honor my worth quietly and without apology. At Stoic Philosophy Daily, we believe importance is forged in silence and proven by how you live, not by how you are seen.
If you're seeking more, discover the full path on my channel, Stoic Philosophy Daily.